in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This a mud. Yeah, this a mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just cop the Benz, with the tint. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head on, heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, they straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Seahawks going up against the Packers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. Down the numbers. There he goes. Between the touchdown, Packers. Kenjon Barner, 105 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten set on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. They'll come out in the pistol, and he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Ryan on second down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
On third down, Wilson. And Tate's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham from 4 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They set up the screen to Martin. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a sloppy beginning for him. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson on second down. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right there, 54 Mike.
On 1st down, Wilson. Caught right side, Tate. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He will have a 1st down here at about the 40. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Wilson dumps it off to Gurley. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They go play action with Wilson. And Tate's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain here down to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the play clock's running down. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's got time. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Over the middle, open is Thomas. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. To throw again is Ryan. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd down, Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the back goes into motion. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Ryan on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This is complete. It's Baldwin. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, first and 10 now. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Taking a shot, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. To throw for it is Ryan. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wilson on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. is down to about the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On now is Mason Crosby, and now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Goes underneath to Martin. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's caught. Nelson. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to go for a big play down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On second down, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. third down, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It's a gain of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They give to Martin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And now it's fourth down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Ryan to throw. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. On first down, Ryan. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Wilson on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Wilson now to throw on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Time running out here on the play clock. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On second down, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Play clock winding down. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. It's a toss right. Ryan Matthews. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ryan Matthews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So third down, just 1 yard to go. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on second and just a yard. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Carry now for Ryan Matthews. And he's got some space here. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Ryan down around the goal line. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And he's going to find that man yet again, Brandon Marshall. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passed. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. To throw for it is Ryan. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but and now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin in the final minute. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll run for it with Martin. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. It's caught outright by Graham. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside port.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In the slot on the right is Graham. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Green Bay first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. And he will. Touchdown. Defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added.
My second body crossed the line.